We have chef, restaurateur, culinary director of the Plaza, and now author, My Perfect Pantry, 150 easy recipes from 50 essential ingredients. A really nice book, Geoffrey Zakarian.
Thank you very
This is so
much.
much fun. Geoffrey
Thank
has been on the show before, and we're really excited to speak to him about, well, his burgeoning career. It just keeps growing and growing. You keep going into more things. And
I'm a late bloomer.
You are a late bloomer, boy. And how are you holding up under that?
I feel great. I just
good.
had a baby boy 6 months ago, so
Oh, how
just
nice.
to throw that into the mix.
Oh, just another thing.
Another thing, little
yes.
George.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you've presided over many of our country's top restaurants, and most recently assumed the position of culinary director of the Plaza, the famed Plaza here in New York City.
It's funny what's happened to the Plaza. It's sort of turned into sort of Harrods of New York.
I know.
It's very interesting.
I know.
All of a sudden.
And it's so much fun. If you're shopping at Fifth Avenue and want to go for either a snack or a full meal, you can
right
find
downstairs.
A really amazing assortment. So, so what made you take this job? This is
That's a good
'cause
question.
You're crazy.
Well, it's a very complicated project, but I always find that things that are complicated are really great projects long term. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. This kind of project.
Well, who owns the Plaza now?
I think that what happened I think about a year and a half ago was a group led by one of my partners, Sant Chatwal, who owns many hotels, purchased a share of it, and they are now taking over the food and beverage. So he asked me, he said, listen, I'm helping buy this thing. I want to renovate. I want to make it beautiful again. I want to make it a great food court. I want to make the palm court, resuscitate it.
What do you love most about resurrecting these iconic spaces?
I'm in New York. I've been here almost 38 years. In the Royalton, I started. There was an old SRO. It was a gorgeous building. These buildings they're not around there's not many of them around. So the fact that we can renovate something so beautiful and make your mark on it.
Instead of tear it down and
It's just so silly.
Oh, yes.
It's so silly. So I love it. It's a big process because you have landmarks. And I don't care who you are, where you are, what city. If you have a landmarks commission, it's difficult. And I think rightly so. So they really, guided us through the right way to do this. And when you see it, it looks like it's been there forever.
With all of this stuff that you're doing, how did you have time? This is a very pretty book. Pretty and helpful, because I'm a big believer in having the right pantry in one's home.
It's all about the pantry,
It is.
Martha. This is what this was about.
Because if you have to run out, if you bring home, say, a leg of lamb, and if you have to run out and buy all the ingredients,
you're not going to go get caraway and rosy. You're just not going to do it.
No, you're not.
You're going to work with what you have, which is probably leftover curry and something wrong.
Right, something's wrong. So that you have to have the pantry.
So I call the pantry the sort of the kitchen workhorse. It's the engine. It really backs up everything. And with a proper pantry, you can then shop daily or bi-weekly to get the right fresh foods. So
if I went to your home right now, would I find the perfect pantry at your home?
You would find several of them.
Several pantries?
Several pantries. We actually have a test studio that I do work out of for the cookbook and then the place where I live. So we have a lot of pantries and a lot of ingredients. They are absolutely not as well ordered as this book.
Right.
They're all over the place, but I guarantee you one thing, they're fresh. And they're all in small quantities, which is one of the things I'd say.
You have to.
This was sort of centered around sort of, American.
That's right.
The
home
base,
cook.
the home cook. Yes,
That's right.
You can get really fancy. There's also, an Asian American pantry, a Southwestern American pantry, and of course a Mediterranean pantry. We will bring a lot more esoteric products in. I'm sure you have all of them, of course.
All of those.
But most people, the reality is most people don't have room to do all this. So what we're trying to do is just say, okay, at the end of the day, you can do great stuff with these 50 ingredients.
So it's not a lot of stuff.
No.
50 things is not a lot. It starts from almonds, anchovies, ending with Worcestershire and yeast and vinegars and olive oils and pine nuts and ketchups.
Yeah, and there's a nice picture, because I love pictures. I think for me, when I see a photo of something, it really explains a lot more than just a recipe.
Oh, I love this picture.
Yeah, and these are just normal American ingredients. You can find these.
pass over that
You
picture?
can find these anywhere.
that?
And what we did was we just made 3 recipes completely random with each ingredient. So this is not a spring, summer, fall book. It's not like that. It's just to show you that the workhorse is really your pantry and what you can do. You can make a soup out of oatmeal. You can make ice cream. You can do all these sort of things. So it's really it's trying to take away the sort of mystique of the pantry.
If you invest in this pantry,
Yes.
Then you should definitely get the book and try all the recipes. Thank you for coming on our show today. It's really fun to hear about the new Plaza project.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
And all of you visit the Palm Court and the food courts at the Plaza, and soon the Oak Room at the Plaza.
Yes.
And please look at and buy My Perfect Pantry by Geoffrey Zakarian. It's a really good book for revitalizing the way you cook at home. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Martha.